Alright, so how did you get into this tattooing?
Probably, probably around 1999. I started hanging out at my friend's tattoo shop, and all the dudes worked there, skated, and I just pretty much was getting tattooed there on a regular basis. And then I didn't have a job, and I'd just hang out there all day long. Every day I'd be there, and I was kind of picking up on things. Like I was watching what the guys were doing, what the helpers were doing, and then one day they didn't have a helper, and I'm there, and I was like, they're like, you might as well work here. You're here all day, all day. So I fucking, from there I learned, they taught me everything from the ground up, how to set up, how to clean up, how to sterilize. I had to talk to the customers, help them pick out tattoos, and run errands and sweep. And from that I learned a lot, like how the tattoo machines work and how to sterilize them, and just all the little things. Like there's so many little things of
How,
tattooing.
what was the first tattoo that you did to someone?
Probably they let me like tattoo Tony Loco, and I just did like 3 dots on him. I just went like the Mi Vida Loca
Yeah.
tattoos. So I just did three little things, and I was just like, it was so funny. That night I'm like, let me see it again. So I had to pull his leg up, pants up, and I'd look at it like, whoa, I tattooed. Like I can't believe it.
How long ago was that?
That was probably 2001, 2000, and from there I went to start working, being an assistant to my Japanese tattoo buddy Jiro. I started being his assistant and learned a lot from him. I was setting up, cleaning up, and then eventually he was like, I can teach you how to tattoo. And then that was kind of my dream. I wanted to learn how to tattoo. I wanted to go to Japan and tattoo skateboarders, and eventually travel the world tattooing skateboarders. And
What shop was that?
that was Routes in Little Tokyo. So, and then this other guy, Peter, that was working there, they both pretty much taught me everything. I learned everything from the ground up there, like how to make stencils, how to pull lines. And it was kind of like learning how to skateboard. Like when I was a little kid, I'd watch my favorite skateboarders and I try to emulate them and like their style and what they were doing. And I was watching so much, I just try to emulate Jiro, how he was pulling lines and doing everything. So when I went to tattoo, I was just pretending I'm Jiro, like pulling the line, like and stuff. So
Hey, so Eric, so I think we met maybe like I don't even know, maybe like 15 years ago or so, or 10 years ago. I don't remember, but I remember that I got a piece from you when you were at Will Rise.
yeah, I was working at Norm's shop, Will Rise on Fairfax. It was next door to Supreme, and we did it at that shop.
How did that start? How did you get there?
I had mutual friends. They were friends with Norm, and they talked to him about me to them to Norm, and I kept bumping into Norm at the gallery next door, the Known Gallery, Seventh Letter Gallery. And they're having like every week, they're having new shows, like awesome shows. So I always went, and then so I kept bumping into Norm, and I think they had an open station there, and Norm hit me up one day. He's like, "Come down here. I want to talk to you." He's like, "I got a station for you right here. All your friends are around here, all the skateboarders." He said, "Come work here. I'll help you with your tattooing, and it'll be rad." And quit my one job the next day and moved in that next day.
How was that experience?
It was one of the best experiences of my life because before I just work at shops and I was a little sheltered from the world, but there everybody congregated down there. There was like every skateboarder came down there, every artist, everybody that was really doing stuff. Like so, a lot of influential people were coming through, and I was seeing like this guy like doing stuff and that guy, and I got super inspired to be a better tattooer and do artwork.
Yeah. All right. So what do you remember about that day with Tobin?
I think meeting at Naudis's house was me and Naudis and Tobin, and we went to go skate, and I suggested let's go check out this Douglas Park because they had just emptied the ponds there, and went there, and I shot a photo where I ollie over this gap to nose bonk on top of this big rock, and I never seen photos from that, but it ended up in like Reason for Living, Santa Cruz video. And then from there, I think we went to Marble Banks. Those are on Santa Monica and Pico. Marble Banks. They're like super smooth, perfect marble, like it was heaven. If there was like a heaven skate spot, that was it. It was super smooth. The sidewalk was huge in front of this building. The bank was super good.
And a lot of people skated that place?
Yeah, it was right there. Now they put bushes around there. They put a planter around it years ago, but it was on Santa Monica and Sepulveda. And that was like one of my spots I'd always hit. We'd go there at night and skate when the security guard wasn't there. And I remember probably just doing the hip, doing tail grabs, maybe doing some front side grabs. And then from after that, we went to, I knew where a pool was, and we went to this pool in Brentwood. We just did a little round, so and skated a pool. And I think I did like a tail tap on this hip and stuff, but never saw the photo from that either. But then that photo came out, and that photo is just sick. I like how I'm not too boned out, but it's just boom. And
yeah, you can see the spot is, it's kind of difficult, you know.
It was like, yeah, it was a really small little landing area and steep, but it was just so fun. Like that spot was like the funnest skate spot ever. Like it was just so smooth, and the bank was so fun, and it was long. You could come around the corner, and it had like a lular bank with a lular hip, and you just go all the way down, and it was just perfect and stuff. I wish I could have hauled it higher back then, but
that looks sick, man.
Yeah.
It looks amazing.
Yeah, and then it became an iconic photo. You know, still when I look at it, I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, it's right.
Like, whoa, that's me. Like,
it's just a collection of everything, you know, your trick, the style, the colors of the picture as well.
I think that was probably 91, I think. That was like a good year. I had my Everslick board, Santa Cruz Everslick out, and I was just skating every day and young and strong. And yeah, when Gunther asked me to do this collab, I was super excited. Because Gunther's like me, he's into stuff. And like I know like he's super into skateboarding, that's his whole life. Super passionate about that. And then when I saw the leather work he was doing, I was blown away. So I really liked leather work, and what he was doing I was just amazed with. And when he asked me to do a collab, I was like down. I wasn't really going out of my way to do collabs, but he kind of just, once he hit me up, I'm down, and knocked it out. And then when he showed me the end results, I was just blown away. It came out like a million times better I could ever imagine. Like the quality of it and how my artwork turned out on the shirts and on the leather. It's just incredible.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man. That very much. This is a very special thing to me, you know.
Yeah, I'm blown away. It's so
we grew up watching you, know, on videos, and that to me, I know you've heard this a million times, I'm sure, but just to me and my brother, it's like a very special thing, you know, and I appreciate it very much.
But like me, I'm just another skater. I was the same, you know, when I was a kid, I just idolized my pro skateboard like heroes, and then even just my skateboard buddies were just like, you know, that was my whole world, like inspired by like everybody, you know, and then.
I think it's important though, because you know, we look after you guys, and then we try to emulate you, like you said, you did with your friend Jiro, and it's an important thing, you know, because you pass the torch, and then we learn from those experiences, and then we just, it's the continuation of something that is just.
But like me and you, we grew up the same way, just being like passionate about skateboarding. So we're like brothers, and even though we never met each other until we met each other, you know, like now we're dear friends, and it's incredible.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.